Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Widgets and Wonders. This is my show about great products from small companies. Now today we're taking a look at some easy to build push-fit dice trays from Schooner Labs. You may know Mark from out in Halifax, fellow Canadian, for some of his tokens he did for things like Stargrave or Age of Sigmar. People are always asking about the Age of Sigmar ones, especially with the cool trackers for all your battle tactics and stuff. Well, he has been doing some dice trays, and they're really simple. They just push fit together and slot, but they stay together really nicely with custom logo work. And I was really excited about them. There's 3 styles here to check out. He put my logo on, which I thought was really neat, and then basically put down some example logos on them for different games where the style of dice tray might be really cool. Now, people always ask me about my dice tray. They always see with the color GMG logo on it. Actually, my buddy Jason DeRush made me that as a studio warming GIF when we first put the studio together, and they're not available for sale, but these ones are available for sale. So Mark's got these awesome dice trays. If you guys are looking for a dice tray that's simple, easy to use, doesn't rattle too much because it's got a cool liner, then let's check these out. So here we go, 3 different styles of dice trays from Schooner Labs. There is a storage and organizer tray, there is an opposed dice roll tray, and then there's just a plain old little dice tray. And then he was kind enough to put my logo on it, which I thought was really nice of him. I don't know if these will be available for sale, but I'll talk to Mark and see if he can do it. I'm happy to let him do it if he wants to just put logos on there, if it helps him out. And then the opposed one is the one I'm really excited about. Obviously, you can see here some logos he's put on this one, but the idea here is that you can roll 2 separate sets of dice and not have them interfere with each other. Now, my single dice tray we use all the time for things like Infinity when we have an opposed dice check. So like say we're HMG in with the green and white ones, and then someone's dodging. You can actually compare results without having them interfere with each other. There's been so many times where like my opponent, like let's say Jordan or Owen, would like roll a die, and then it would be midair, and it would be like hang timing, and one of my dice would accidentally bump it on the way in because we roll them all at the same time or like chuck them in, and he'd pass, and then it would switch to a fail. And just the look of abject disappointment on your opponent's face when that happens, when there's like a mild amount of dice interference, and obviously it's unintentional, you're both just rolling dice, it just gets offset by this. So anytime you have like an opposed dice check, it's handy to have a little tray like this. And then you can always have the in the tray rule too for your dice rolls. And this one's got a little organizer, so you need to organize your dice. If you just have a few dice in your game, like, you know, obviously for this one, you've got the ability to pull them out. Oh, that's a terrible roll. Push both down and down. That's not good. What do we got here? That's not so bad. Push, smash, no dodge, and both down. Anyway, you've got your little dice organizer here so that you don't lose your dice throughout the course of a day. So these are really handy because they're both small, or all 3 of them are small, except for this one's maybe a little bit bigger. These are about 6 inches across, so it's like a 6 would be like 8 by 6. That's probably like 12 by 6. That's a little 6 by 6. They're pretty like portable, so you can throw them in your, like army tray if you want to take a dice roller to an event or something like that. I've done that quite often, and they push together. So like they're just, I'll use the mini one, the sort of standard one as an example. They're laser cut MDF. They slot together, right, and they have a little tab here which holds them when they're done, and then the logoed cork, which makes it sound nice when it rolls, right? It's very satisfying, but doesn't create too much clatter. Just sits in the bottom there. And you can glue it in if you want, or put in like an adhesive pad. I'd probably just use double-sided tape because I could change it out later if I wanted to. But it's easily done. And I've already played a couple games on these. I showed Mike Loudon from Black Knight, he plays in the Black Knight Blood Bowl League, who was super excited to see them, and I think Mark's already done a little bit of custom work on these too, so I would drop him an email, I'll link it all below, and you can check out some very cool, handy little dice trays. Nice simple designs, and for those who ask about my dice tray, obviously it's a one-off. I'm just gonna show it here, just to show you I'm talking about it. People ask about this dice tray all the time. It's a one-off. You can see here, it's just quarter round, right, that's been cut. Jason's super talented, so he just made this himself. It's got miniature packing foam on the back to deaden the sound, and that's just a printout of my logo that he put like shelf liner, clear shelf liner on. So you can make them yourself, like that's all that is. It's like a picture frame or quarter round or whatever with a logo inside, and he deadened it down. But it's a one-off. It's not for sale, sadly. These ones are, so go check them out at Schooner Labs. So we got another great product from a small company. Cool little custom dice trays from Schooner Labs. You can see them all, as I said before, linked below. And if you know of a product you think deserves more attention, you can have them email me at guerrillaminiaturegames@gmail.com or Facebook message me at facebook.com/outofthebasement into the streets, and I'll put it in front of as many people as possible. So we'll be back with more of these Widgets and Wonders in the future. Till then, I'm Ash. Have a great day. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that video. There are tons of other games already recorded for you to watch. Click over to my channel page if you haven't already, and have a look through the dozens of playlists full of videos. I guarantee you'll discover a game you haven't seen played before. I put out new videos 7 days a week, and every day is themed to a different genre as I continue to explore the wider world of gaming. Of course, none of that's possible without you, the viewer, so click a like and subscribe if you'd like to stay on top of what's happening here daily. My 2 kids and I are massively grateful to be able to have the flexibility of this job so I can always maximize my time with them. If you want to support me continue to put out this content, it's only possible because of my amazing backers on Patreon who support the studio, equipment, and model cost, as well as being how I make the bulk of my living. You can also help out by buying a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, a measuring gauge or widget from Death Ray Designs, or buying one of my games and supplements like Last Days, Gamma Wolves, and Blaster. As a way of showing my appreciation, patrons get early access to new games and supplements that I write throughout the course of the year. Huge thanks for watching, it really does help out, and happy gaming.